Alrighty, let's keep moving on here. We get a story here, and I do agree, but we have to go into the article just to kind of see how much respect we have to really give this man. So, Alex Smith believes Aaron Rodgers is due, quote, a certain level of respect beyond the average player. And yes, we totally agree with that, 100%. Aaron Rodgers deserves a lot more credit than just kind of normal quarterbacks in this league, an average player in this league, 1,000%. This man, if we take accolades out of the game, winning out of the game, this man is the best quarterback of all time. You can make the argument, and I probably would not disagree with y'all. This man is one of the best, purest passers out there. The one knock on him, he doesn't really take the chances. He always throws the ball the way. He doesn't want to commit the interceptions. He doesn't really try to make the tight throws because he wants the completion percentage up and the turnovers down. So that's the one knock on him. He doesn't always go for it. But just the way that this man throws the ball, I mean, we see it. I mean, we've been rewatching this man, his playoff runs, and he should literally be having 75 to 80% completion percentage in every single one of those playoff games, just because the wide receivers are just dropping these beautiful passes by this man. So yes, Aaron Rodgers does deserve a lot more respect than the average player, but not as much as he thinks, not as much as Aaron Rodgers thinks that he deserves for that, because he's calling out his own team. He's not showing up to the mandatory minicamps. He's placing all the blame on everybody else, and it's never him. He never takes responsibility for anything that happens in the game. And like we said, this man's God complex. This man knows he's kind of, in the category of greatest of all time, and he tries to, make everybody else say that. And when you don't say that, he's bummed out, and then he goes on Jeopardy and insults you. So, yes, I do agree with Alex Smith here. But let's see how much Alex Smith thinks Aaron Rodgers deserves credit-wise, and we'll see if we agree. But this man can't have the big head, and once again, this is just going to feed into Aaron Rodgers' ego, and that's never a good thing out here, because we see what happens. But let's just see how much exact credit Alex Smith is trying to put on Aaron Rodgers. So, Alex Smith and Aaron Rodgers are forever linked as first-round picks in the 2005 NFL Draft. Smith, who recently retired after 16 years of playing for 3 franchises, defended his draft mate in a squabble with the Green Bay Packers during an interview with Jory Epstein of USA Today Sports. Quote, "Clearly, it's not an ideal situation and not what it should be. I think he's due a certain level of communication and a certain level of respect beyond the average player. And I don't think that's asking a whole lot just to communicate." Alrighty. Now, is it on Aaron Rodgers' side communicating, or is it the front office? Because I think it's Aaron Rodgers. I mean, it's everything we've been hearing has been like, hey, we told Aaron Rodgers we're going to draft his replacement. He kind of said he was cool with it. We told him his plans. We told him. This is like all of what Matt LaFleur and the Packers were saying. We told him we were going to draft his replacement, Jordan Love, but we also said we're not going to play him for about We're going to keep you basically until you stop winning or you're done. And we know you keep winning. So you don't even have to worry about that. This is not, well, it's kind of the Brett Favre situation, but we're going to let you go until it's done. But we are going to get ready for that process. And Aaron Rodgers kind of said, cool. No, he was like, I'm going to take him under his wing. We've been hearing that as soon as Jordan Love got drafted, everything that Aaron Rodgers said was, I'm going to take this man under my wing. I don't want it to kind of be the same thing between me and Brett Favre, because Brett Favre wasn't even talking to me. I want this to be different this time just because I've been in that situation before. And then that lasted 1 year, one off season, and that was it. And now he's once again not at the mandatory OTAs, not even talking to Jordan Love. So where is the lack of communication? Because I truly think it's more with Aaron Rodgers than it is the front office. So, Alex Smith, I think he may be a little wrong here, just a little bit. But back to the quotes. Clearly that didn't happen over the last couple of years, but I think it did. I think there was communication there. I just think Aaron Rodgers didn't like the communication. He didn't like what he was hearing. And this is a business. This is a sport. This is a franchise. This is a team game. It can't all be about you, Aaron. It can't just be all about you. It's never all about you. Even Tom Brady, it was never all about Tom Brady. Bill Belichick was like, all right, this man can handle the offense by himself. So we're going to beef up the defense and not give you that much help, because we're going to spend the money other ways because you don't need it. You've proven you don't need the help. That's what makes you great. You don't need the help. Yes, obviously help at the wide receiver position is going to make you even better, but we got a salary cap. We can't be paying everybody over here. You want to get paid, and you're taking pay cuts like a great quarterback does, a great leader does, Tom Brady. And we're just going to beef up the defense because you're not on defense. So we have to get somebody like you on defense to carry the defense, and then we're golden. That's why the Patriots won 6 Super Bowls, folks, in a 20-year span. Absolutely fantastic. So Aaron Rodgers takes that as a sign of disrespect and not communicating, oh, they're just going to build up the defense? Oh, I'm going to get no help, even though he has plenty of help, folks. Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones, Robert Tonyan. I mean, folks, during that playoff run, during all those great years, he had Jordy Nelson and Donald Driver, and I'm blanking on some names, but some other great names over there in Green Bay. I'm truly blanking. There was another one. Jordy Nelson. He had Devontae Adams, rookie year. We're watching it, folks. 2014, rookie year for Devontae Adams. So he's had him for a while, and he still hasn't been able to get back to the Super Bowl. So I don't want to hear all about this help. You don't need the help. You're supposed to be the greatest quarterback of all time. You don't need help like that. You give help to Ryan Tannehill. That's why he's got A.J. Brown and that's why they traded for Julio Jones, because he needs the help. Yes, Ryan Tannehill is solid, but he's nowhere near Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. He needs the wide receiver help. He's not 100% accurate in placement of where the ball needs to be on every single play. Aaron Rodgers is. So I think this is just a little out of whack, and I would love to hear, whenever Aaron Rodgers gets criticism, he shuts down, and whenever he hears something he doesn't like, he shuts down. So I really think the lack of communication is between Aaron Rodgers and really not the coaching staff in the front office. I think they've been up front with him the entire time. Aaron Rodgers just doesn't like what he's hearing. Let's see what we get here of any more quotes here by Alex Smith. Smith believes that Rodgers' sterling play for more than a decade should count for more commitment from the organization. Quote, here's a guy who's given 16 years to an organization. He's been through a lot of changes there as well. He's coming off maybe one of the greatest quarterback seasons ever, but he still couldn't take advantage of 3 Tom Brady interceptions in the NFC Championship game. Unfortunate. He's coming off maybe one of the greatest quarterback seasons ever, still playing at an incredibly high level. You rewind to a year ago, and all the talk was, is Aaron done? Is he on the decline? Yada, yada, yada. He played right through that. Tom Brady did the same thing. Tom Brady's been doing this. We've been talking about, is Tom Brady done for the last 7 years, folks? He still won. Not playoff deep run, won championships, folks. This is why we can't give Aaron Rodgers a free pass, because we saw what Tom Brady did. Tom Brady has dealt with every single thing that Aaron Rodgers has dealt with, folks. He has. He wasn't a first overall pick. He wasn't a first round pick. He was a 7th round pick, and he still was able to lead the team, and he was disrespected by Bill Belichick in that Patriots organization by not giving him help. He had Randy Moss for 1 year. And we saw what he did, but they never got him help any other time after that because he didn't need it. They're like, oh, we get you help, and it gets us 16-0 to the Super Bowl, but we don't win the game. So we're not going to do that again. If it's not going to win the championship, why are we going to do that? Okay, we win 16-0 in the regular season. Yeah, great accolade. Doesn't mean a thing if it ain't got the ring. Correct? So it's just like, it's just Aaron Rodgers, man. If he was winning, then yes, he's right, and we can forgive everything else. But he's not winning. You don't need A1 tier 1 receivers to win every year. Yes, it helps, but you also need the other facet of the game, the kind of other 50% of the game, the defense. And that's what the Packers have been doing. Their last two drafts, every single pick besides Jordan Love was a defensive player. Got to get the defense right. You've got help, folks. I don't understand why you need more help on offense. If you give Tom Brady this roster, that's Super Bowl every single year. A great running game, an A1 tier 1 wide receiver, a great tight end. They're winning every year, folks. So I don't get why everybody always, I get why you get behind Aaron Rodgers and want to defend him and back him up because he's such a great quarterback. But when he doesn't win and then his attitude kind of drives wedges between him and everybody else, it's not worth it at some point. And at some point, you just got to put it on Aaron Rodgers for not getting it done. But let's keep it up here with this quote. You rewind to a year ago, and all the talk was, is Aaron done? Is he on the decline? Yada, yada, yada. He played right through that. They've been on the doorstep of the Super Bowl the last couple years, so I think it's hard. Yes, they were right on the doorstep, but whose fault is it not busting down the busting down the door. Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady threw 3 interceptions. The defense got it done, folks. Once again, the plan, the thought process of Matt LaFleur beefing up the defense, it got it done, but it was Aaron Rodgers who was only able to commit 7 points to 3 turnovers. The other 2 drives were 3 and outs. Not getting it done in the red zone, having 3 downs, and when Matt LaFleur decided to kick the field goal, I don't blame him. I don't blame him because my defense forced 3 turnovers while Aaron Rodgers is floundering inside the 10. I'm not going to trust that. I'm going to play my defense who got me the turnovers to shut it down. Unfortunately, they didn't. Unfortunate. But I'm going to ride with that because it worked that game. Because it got it done that game. Aaron Rodgers wasn't getting it done that game. So I just don't agree. I don't agree 100%. I agree a little. I agree with Alex Smith on the basis, the premises of this. Yeah, he deserves a lot more respect and credit than the average player. I agree 100% with that, but not 100% of the reasoning. I agree with, 20%. That's really it. One last quote here. The way people have been treated, he's come out and said as much, so I still think that's important in any business, not in just football, but in any business, and especially team sport. It is important how you treat people. Oh, dude, 100%. It's all about how you treat people. It's all about the language that you give off as well. I'm 100% behind that as well. Treat people with respect or they're going to shut down, folks. If I'm on a team sport and you're calling me out like disrespectfully and not kind of encouraging and trying to get the best out of me, if you're just like, if you are truly trying to clown me and disrespect me as a teammate, as a coach, I'm going to clamp down. Oh, okay. If y'all think you can do it without me, then go ahead and do it without me. I'm not here to praise y'all. I'm here to win, and I'm trying my best, and yeah, maybe I made a mistake here and there, but you're not going to disrespect me like that and try to clown me and call me out in front of everybody. I'm not going to play that game, and you got to treat people with respect, folks, even if they are trash. You can't call somebody trash to their face, folks. That's going to make them get worse just inside. So truly, it is all how about you talk about people, but what is Aaron Rodgers doing? Going on Jeopardy, calling out his entire team, making a laugh out of it, making a joke out of it. Yeah, it's funny, but it's not funny if it's coming from your own teammate. It's funny if it's coming from Stephen A. Smith or me here at Takes by Fans. That's when it's funny. It's not funny when you're face of the franchise guy, the guy that everybody bows down to night in, day in, day out, all of that. It's not funny when it comes from that side. It may be funny the first time. Maybe the first time it could be funny. But the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, I mean, you're just beating a dead horse. And then it's just like, all right, man. Okay, truly okay. Yes, we've heard you. All right, then do it by yourself, Aaron. Do it on a different team. If you're not going to be here, fine. Don't be here. We're not going to bow down and cowtail down to you. We're not going to do that. Move on at some point. It's done. It's over. Get better. Try to get better with us or don't come. What else do you got to say here? Here we go. In sport, how you treat people. Really, I think it has been ideal. Let's get back. Really, I think it hasn't been ideal there. Hopefully they can get it figured out. What do they need to get figured out though? What? More communication? Because that's on Aaron Rodgers' end. More getting it done on the field? Once again, that's on Aaron Rodgers' end. The defense was getting it done. The running game was getting it done. The wide receivers were getting it done. Aaron Rodgers not getting it done in the big game. So what needs to change? What? Aaron Rodgers? That's it. The play calling has been pretty great. So I get it, man. Aaron Rodgers is a great passer. I'm not denying that. He's fantastic. But his ego, his attitude, his not clutchness, his blameability on everybody else except himself time again, I think it's enough. I think it's done. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm truly over Aaron Rodgers, folks. Yes, he deserves a certain level of respect beyond the average player, but not as much as this man thinks he deserves, or not as much that every one of his fans on Twitter goes and cries out that he deserves. He doesn't. He doesn't get it done. I don't know what you want from me. I want a winner. That's Tom Brady. Tom Brady went through every single thing Aaron Rodgers has went through and was still winning. So the fact that Aaron Rodgers can't do that, what am I going to say? I can see somebody that has won while going through all this. So I'm going to say he's the greatest of all time. and see what he was doing through these processes. He's never calling out Bill Belichick. He went on the barbershop and called out a team anonymously still. He's not putting any name to this. Aaron Rodgers puts names to everything, folks. And you haven't won as much or nearly as much, folks. We're talking about 10 trips to the Super Bowl compared to 1. That's a drag. Folks, 10 Super Bowls because of your play alone. And Aaron Rodgers has got to 1. What are we supposed to do here, folks? I think it's time that Aaron Rodgers has to look in the mirror. So, yes, he deserves a certain level of respect beyond the average player. Not this much. Not even as close as the amount of respect that you give Tom Brady. Not even, folks, it's not even close. 10 Super Bowls. That's all I need to say. 10 Super Bowls. Aaron Rodgers, if he even got to 3, if he even got to 4, that's fine. You didn't even have to win those. But get more than 1, folks. Everybody's been to more than 1. Come on. Patrick Mahomes has already been to 2. Russell Wilson has already been to 2. Ben Roethlisberger's been to 3. Did he lose 1? Peyton Manning went out on top with a new team. Eli Manning beat Tom Brady twice. Aaron Rodgers can't even beat Tom Brady in his own division the first time that's happened. So what are we doing, folks? Can we please just, I get he's great. His stats are great. I get it, folks. I love it. I love looking at this man's stats. They're great. I compare everybody's stats to what this man has done. This is the bar. But in terms of winning, I got to have that too. And that's what he doesn't have. So I can't get behind it. Oh, man. Everybody defends Aaron Rodgers, folks. I don't get it. I don't get why everybody goes to defend this man. It's on him, too.